Good morning.
Ooh, that's good.
It is Wednesday. Okay.
Good morning.
Ready? Good morning. It is Wednesday, September 10th. This is the September board meeting of the Shrewsbury Council on Aging. The board adheres to the open meetings law and follows Robert's Rules of Order. These meetings are streamed by the Shrewsbury Media Connection and may also be found through the Shrewsbury Town website. I'm Alex Roman, Board Chair, Council on Aging staff in attendance. Holly Luke is away today, and our interim today leader is the Assistant Director,
Aisha Sahin.
Aisha Sahin.
Renee in Outreach.
Yep, and if the board members would introduce themselves.
Hey, I'm John Days.
Rachel Kleiman-Wexler.
Good morning, Ruskawa.
Shingara Dihal.
Great, and I believe that means we have a quorum. All right. Review and act on financial reports. Those were sent out, or they're available through the usual link.
Yes.
Is there anything to add?
Nothing new. We still don't have accurate Munis reports, so we sent over the budget sheet that we have. Again, honestly, nothing has changed. We expect to have accurate Munis reports next month,
Right.
And
It
we'll be
always
able
takes
to
a while to
yeah.
close the year out and get it started.
and
for
we'll
the
be
new
able
year.
to share it then.
Okay. Great. Director's report. Aisha.
Now going through the minutes.
So we have,
Oh, what happened to the minutes? They're not on here.
Supposed to review the minutes.
Did she send us minutes?
Yes.
yes, she,
Oh, okay.
on the 8th.
All right. Did,
Supposed to approve the minutes.
are there any corrections to the minutes?
No.
Nope.
Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion to approve the minutes.
I second.
Motion approved. All in favor of the minutes, approving the minutes?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Thank you for that. Director's report then, Senior Center and COA happenings.
First, we have the Friends of the Shrewsbury Senior Center. I'll give that to you.
Yes, there's nothing new to report on that. There's been at least another meeting in the interim, but things haven't been finalized. Next is my senior center and hoot board data. I have a beautiful graph here which shows we are way up
Yes.
over previous years.
Per Alex's request, we did make a fiscal year chart that shows how much better we are doing with our attendance. And that's also because we are encouraging people to sign in every single day when they come into the senior center. And so the results are showing that we are way up there.
And then there's some, there was an additional report that Holly sent out that showed some
We have
data.
the average per day. So the average attendance per day is on Monday is 61, on Tuesday it's 96, Wednesday 103, Thursday 109. That one is way up. Everybody who attends men's club on Thursday, they're always signing in. That's because Bill Davis, the instructor, the leader of men's club, always encourages them to sign in. And on Friday, on our half day, it's lower, 21.4. But we are, the average last month in July was 70, so we are still going up from last month. And now we're at 75.76.
Great. Any questions, comments on the data? May not have had a chance to look through it, but
Well, so it seems like the data really is rising because more people are signing in.
Yes.
Not necessarily because more people are coming.
Well,
I think also various organizers or the leaders of the groups are encouraging their
Yeah.
members to sign up if they don't have the scan card.
Right.
Because we've been doing it for on the supper
Yeah.
when it comes, and then men's club. It's been doing it like last 2 or 3 weeks now.
Well, and, we've communicated to everybody that it's important to know how successful we're being, how many people there are we getting better, and are our resources put in the right programs?
Yeah.
So, yes, Rachel.
I think in the past, we have seen also something like a distribution of where are the people going, like they're coming for, what activity they're actually doing. Is it a luncheon? Is it a yoga? Is it a speak or men's club?
Yeah.
Do we still track it? I'm sure we do, because when people come in, they say, okay, I'm going for volunteering. I'm
Right.
going for, I'm just doing it myself.
Right.
Do we still do that?
Yes, we do. It was in the email from a couple days ago from Holly.
I was, okay.
I can find it now if you need it.
Let me see.
All right.
I do think that, that although we are keeping better track, I think the numbers are reflecting up because some of our programs have increased. So over the year, we opened our new senior center food pantry, so that visitation is now being recorded. And we also have other extra programs going on, including the cultural meals twice a month and
Yeah.
things like that, so.
So you think
Okay.
it's programs as well, more programs as well as the attendance at the
Most
program?
definitely, over the year,
And people
we've, yeah,
Looking in.
gotten more programs going, so.
Great.
I am
Yeah.
sharing the screen right now where you can see by program for the month, how many people have signed in for each.
I don't think we got this report. Is it a way for us to actually get that to look at when you have a chance after the meeting to send us?
Yeah, I can forward it.
Yeah.
That'd be nice to see.
Should be in our link.
I don't
Yeah.
see that.
In the second link.
Oh, it's in the second link.
I got only one.
Yeah,
Okay,
too.
that's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
To me, I didn't get anything.
Okay.
Okay,
If you
thank
could
you.
resend that when you get a chance, that'd be great. Okay. Outreach. Renee.
Yes, there's a lot to talk about. So let's start with the typical benefits programs. SMOC, everybody has their eye on heating assistance, which the season has started. Southern Middlesex Opportunity Council, who is the agency that administers the program, sends out applications for the recertifications for people who have applied the previous year, starting in August and September. And many of those people have received those recertifications, and you have until April 30th to get your applications in for recerts and for new applicants. For new applicants, the applications are not, the paper ones aren't out yet. You can apply online. That's a fairly easy process as well. But I think I should be receiving the new applications. Contact me by the end of September if you'd like to apply.
Do you have a sense if most people apply online or use the paper apps?
I don't have that sense because I'm not aware of the people who apply online. I don't get that data. And also people with the research, they just send in the information themselves. Although I do have, some people who like to have the assistance of the senior center. So some of those people will stop by for some guidance. So, yeah.
Is there a application window that have to apply by a certain date?
That's right. So the application window is by April 30th every year. And then, I think people get confused about what year we're in because by the time they get their approvals, it's later into the year, and they think it's being applied for the following year. The heating season for SMOC goes from November 1st till April 30th. November is when they start reviewing the applications. People who send them in now and going forward get into a queue, and first in, first out. They have 45 days to review those applications. People who get approved will get a letter in the mail saying that they're approved. If you're not approved, you'll get a letter stating why you're not approved. Sometimes it's they need additional information, and they'll ask for that specific information to be sent, and you have a period of time typically 20 days to send that in. Or if you're denied and there is no reason, there's nothing stated as far as information they need, there's an appeal process that you can go through.
So it sounds like, you said, well, there was a deadline of April 30th, but then it sounded like you said you can apply any time. You have a 45-day processing period. So I think what you were saying is that if you want to make it in time for the beginning of the season, you need to apply by April 30th.
If you want to get your heating assistance, the deadline is April 30th. They'll still continue to review applications in the summer and apply those funds for people who, are later in the process. So a lot of times during the summer, they are cleaning up that process. A lot of people think that if they're applying, they're going to get help during the current heating season. Well, if you're in the queue later, it's not going to help you during the current heating season, unfortunately.
And you have to reapply every year?
Yes.
So
It's
April,
best, sorry.
I'm sorry, April 30th, 2025 would be for this upcoming winter.
April 30th, 2026 is the deadline.
Okay, but what if they were looking for it for this winter?
So this winter, you make an application, and once you find out you've been approved, they will apply those funds. You have until April 30th to get your application into SMOC. That's the deadline.
So you can apply up till April 30th for this coming winter.
And they pay for the previous season.
They will pay, if people have a balance, they will pay that. If they don't have a heating balance, for natural gas, it's a lot easier for people because what happens is that, Eversource gets notified that people are under the SMOC application period, and then they can continue to make payments on their balance. Some people do, some people don't, and then they accrue, and then SMOC sends that money over to natural gas, to Eversource. Whatever money that doesn't get distributed, a lot of times will go to the Selco electric bill. For oil, it's a little bit more difficult because people are, paying in the interim. And in the past, they used to do a reimbursement for people during the heating season if they had a bill between October and April. I'm not sure that that's going to continue.
So it almost sounds best to submit the application in October.
As early as possible to get in the queue. Yep.
Is
Yeah.
the turnaround, do you have a sense of the turnaround time from them to approve?
So it's a
Let's say it's,
45-day process that they're supposed to adhere to. And then when the funds go out, that's another question. In the past, when they've had, they seem to be perpetually short of help. Sometimes it would take a bit of time to get those funds over to the vendor. Yeah. So people should know that that if you're approved for fuel assistance, it also entitles you to weatherization services, as well as if your heating system has problems, they can also do repairs for free or on a sliding scale based on your income. You might pay a copay. That's in the past. Whether that's going to continue, whether there are funds available this year, I don't know yet.
Are those state funds?
Those are so it comes through the federal government. The LIHEAP, well, it used to be called LIHEAP, Low Income Heating Assistance Program. It's now called HEAP. So the federal government sends those funds to the state, and then the state sends them to the agencies, the regional agencies, to administer.
Renee, do you have any idea how many households in Shrewsbury take advantage of the program?
In the past, I've gotten some numbers on that. I didn't get any numbers for last year. If I'm going off the top of my head, I think it was around 200 in Shrewsbury in the previous years.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, and in fact, last year, they ran out of funds earlier, and some people got less funds, and then a little bit later on, they said, oh, we got more funds, and they made additional distributions. It kind of happens that way every year. Sometimes the federal government votes for more funds, and then they will give additional to people.
but it's another reason to get your application in early.
Definitely. Yep, yep. And for people on fuel oil, if you get down to 1/8 of a tank of oil, and we're able to verify that before your heating assistance is available, we do have funds through the town that SYFS administers to get people emergency oil of 100 gallons, a one-time fill-up in the season. And also SMOC, if it happens again before you get your approval, SMOC has a way to expedite the application. So, yeah. All right, so that's
Okay?
fuel assistance. So we have Medicare open enrollment that's going to be happening October 7th to December 7th. And I think that's the date. It's usually the 7th, right?
Sounds right.
And one of our members, Raquel, she is one of our Shine representatives, and Nancy is another one who, by appointment, people can set up their appointments to do a Medicare and Mass Health review to see if your insurance is still serving you. So going along with that, we're actually having a Medicare insurance provider tabling event, and those providers that will be tabling are Mass General Brigham, well, who else? Tufts, Mass Advantage, and Fallon Health, both their regular Medicare programs and PACE programs. So if people are, unsure about, what they want to do, or if they want to get more information, they can attend this tabling event, which is October 6th from 1 to 2:30 at the Senior Center at Side Room B. In addition, on October 6th from 10 to 12, we're having a COVID and flu vaccine clinic. Laterno's Pharmacy is providing that. People will need to bring all of their insurance cards, including their Medicare Part D, and they can get their vaccinations. They could fill up the paperwork that morning when they arrive.
I'm sorry, what day is that?
October 6th from 10 to 12. In addition, we're having a monthly nutrition series on the first Wednesday of the month. We started with brain health last month on the September one, and this month on October 1st from 10 to 11:30, we're focusing on cooking for one. So Mass Council on Aging has a registered dietitian who's presenting the series, and along with that, we're providing produce from our food pantry and a food tasting with sample dishes and recipes that people can try on their own. So that's going to be really fun.
So what time is that?
It's from 10 to 11:30, just before the lunch. Yep. Yep. So hopefully people will be encouraged to
October
attend.
1st, correct?
Hmm?
October 1st.
October 1st, yeah. It's going to be the first Wednesday every month for the coming year.
Okay.
Yep.
Do
A
they do,
different
like, meal
program.
plans? Do they provide like meal plan examples and things like that?
It's basically, meal plans, that's kind of something that people would need to do specifically for themselves, depending on if they have a chronic condition or whatever. So, yeah, it's not anything like that. I mean, they're providing basic understanding of nutrition and the kinds of foods that people might want to eat as part of their day to meet their nutritional needs. So,
On the Medicare thing, I'm surprised that UMass is not coming.
It is, Mass Advantage.
so
Did you say Mass Advantage?
Mass Advantage is coming. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Blue Cross Blue Shield is not coming, right?
I'm sorry?
Blue Cross.
They couldn't make it on the date. Yeah, I gave everybody 4 different dates, and I chose the one that the most insurers could make.
So Harvard Pilgrim is, I think you didn't say that.
No, but Tufts and Harvard Pilgrim are kind of together now, aren't they? So, yeah.
It's going to be a lot of changes.
Well, there's so many providers.
Yep, There are, but these are the main providers. People can take that opportunity, and they can also meet with a Shine representative if they're not, if they're not sure, they have additional questions about other providers. At least with Shine, which is actually more specific to your needs, the counselors make sure that your doctors are included in the plan and that your prescription medications are best serving you by the plan, because things always change with the tiers and what's covered and that sort of stuff.
Is Tufts still a 5-star provider?
No,
No?
nobody got 5-star last year.
Oh, nobody. Wow.
We don't know for the summary, we don't know. We'll know it in October. But last year, nobody had.
Yeah, and this year is going to be different for people in the coming year, those who are on Mass Health. You may have heard on the news, if you haven't, that something like 350,000 Mass Health subscribers may be losing their Mass Health insurance in the coming year.
What about, I don't know what category of subscribers that is, but if you have people that are in nursing homes on Mass Health, does that include them?
I don't know. We don't know that part.
No, I don't know.
Mass Health is very specific.
Yeah, it's
Each
so
individual.
the process, what's happening with that process is they're making it more difficult with, applying. It's going to be, you're going to have to apply twice a year now. And there's going to be more paperwork involved, and that's going to deter some people. Probably a lot of those numbers include people with the work requirement now up to age 65 instead of up to age 55. I had a meeting, I'm on the Elder Services Board of Directors, and I had a meeting yesterday with the Services Committee, and they were talking about how they are temporarily taking over for the next 9 months the Shine Central region and one other region.
What happened is Milford, where we belong to, Shrewsbury and some other cities, all of them retired. So Milford Senior Center closed the Shine office, and we are divided now between Worcester and Dudley. So Nancy and I belong to Worcester, and many others belong to Dudley. So we'll see how that works. We don't know yet.
Yeah, and I suspect what's going to happen in querying the executive director, they're only providing so many hours a week, and they're probably not going to be able to handle the phone volume that they might have typically gotten in Milford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only one person out of 3 is staying there, a paying person.
Mm-hmm.
The other 2 paying person have retired.
Yeah.
And we are primarily volunteer
That's right.
force, basically.
So it's important to make your appointments with Shine counselors, and please be sure not to please be sure to show up. We have a lot of people not showing up, and they're taking appointments that other people could be using because there are only so many hours that the volunteers have during the month. So if you need to cancel your appointment, please call and let us know so that potentially we can allow others to use that appointment.
We add another day every week. So instead of just once a week, we work twice a week.
Yeah.
During open enrollment.
Yeah. On the note with regard to Mass Health, nobody really knows what's going to happen with people who may be dropping off. And as far as care, I'm concerned about people at home who require high levels of activities of daily living and that kind of care. It could potentially, because there are more waiting lists being established now for home care because of the budget cuts and, the Massachusetts budget cuts in the home care programs, and that could potentially push more people into nursing homes. So.
Well, you have the home care or the nursing homes, but it's the same problem, right? In terms of funding, somebody's got to be funding going into nursing home, which costs 2, 3, 4 times as much as home care.
Yeah.
you know, so.
I think that's a different bucket of money, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's what
So-
people, they want people to have
Yeah.
long-term care insurance.
Do we have counseling services for people that need to apply for their elderly parents or something for Mass Health or Medicaid? I'm not sure which one it is, that need, to go into a nursing home?
Well, I typically help people work through their questions and provide an application and give assistance that way. I think any further discussions is going to require them to, talk a little bit more with Mass Health to see how their options work out for them. Because what that involves is understanding how assets might be affected and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's lawyers, who kind of specialize with dealing with
Yep,
with Mass Health.
that's right.
Yeah.
But that's something that, that you're going to be paying for if you're doing that kind of planning.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, all they have is their home for an asset for the most part. And, if they have a spouse or an immediate relative living in the home, they can continue to live there. However, the Mass Health bill will come due after the person's death, potentially,
Mm-hmm.
if you haven't done any planning for like an irrevocable trust or whatever. So,
Okay.
on the food pantry, this is in July. We've come up to our 1-year anniversary. And currently we have 136 households registered with nearly 100 households utilizing the pantry. So people can make appointments. Typically, people will do a rolling appointment, so you're coming the same day and the same hour of the week. And typically, we'll have anywhere from, 35 to 50 people in a week visiting, and they can visit bi-monthly. We have plenty of produce during the season. We partner with Boston area gleaners, who gets farm produce during the season. We get produce from Wegmans, and that also includes pre-prepared meals, and those are very popular. We also have another farm that's been bringing their extra produce, Red Fire Farm, weekly, and that's been great. We also have Panera Bread donating bread. So there's plenty of fresh food being donated. However, our dry pantry is running dry. It's a constant battle to keep that filled for people. And Jen Andrade, who's our food pantry coordinator, tries to organize these food drives. And in the past, we've had support from the Boy Scouts, Shrewsbury Youth Soccer, Shrewsbury Rec Basketball, who donated over 600 items to a food drive that was held at Dean Park during the concerts. The Girl Scouts actually did a really wonderful commercial for us for their service project. And during the Police Department Community Night Out this year, which is on September 20th from 12 to 3, they're doing a stuffer cruiser for us. So we'll have a table there where people can drop off pantry items for the food pantry, and we hope that we can get a lot going there.
Is there any way to publish a list of the things that you want to have?
We do have a list sitting there at the reception desk, but we can't. Yeah.
Yeah, we also email it out whenever we see that the pantry's running low. We send out an email blast. We also put it on our hoop board and on Facebook.
Can we put it in our monthly newsletter?
Yeah,
If there's space. I don't take care of that.
we can make space for
Maybe
the
Yeah.
put it there, or things that
That's
are
pretty important.
Yeah.
moving
Yeah.
fast.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a good idea, and I don't know about the hoot board also.
What was that?
The hoot board?
Yes.
Yeah.
People are putting.
Yeah, it's on there.
Is it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So Wegmans has provided 5,500 pounds, over 5,500 pounds of food thus far, 250 pounds weekly, which is pretty amazing. So yeah. What else? Oh, the sensory garden, I'll give you an update on that. So I had a meeting with our town planner, DPW, and our procurement person, and to see how we move forward with that, because, there are some things that they may have to get into with guiding us on. So I guess I found out that we don't have to go through a formal RFP process, although we will solicit for bids. That's just kind of a semantic thing that I'm not totally familiar with, but, it's supposed to be going to be an easier process. Our planner is going to actually work up a plan, because we need more specifics to put into the bid, such as, even though I have measurements that we, from a previous vendor, we need to have it exactly on a plan, and, a couple of other things. So he's going to work that up for us. And our DPW person had some input as to the locations of the beds because of snow removal issues. So, our planner is going to work on whether we have to be in compliance with the Wetlands Protection Act and permitting. That may or may not be an issue. We'll see about that. So the season is kind of running tight this year to have it in the fall, but we should be on track for the spring. And in addition, I guess I can announce now that I'm going on medical leave, and that's another issue with trying to get it going from October 20th until December 5th. So I will be out of the office during that time, and we hope to have somebody
October what?
October 20th through December 5th. We hope to have someone from SYFS help cover us again for 4 hours a week to help people with their benefits programs. So that's pretty much it. I guess, the sensory garden, we're still taking donations, of course, because we were up to 32,000 and our goal is 43. However, we received a generous donation yesterday that isn't in the tally yet, that would bring us to 33,000.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
Wow.
Renee, you may want to mention the Indian cuisine lunch.
Oh, yeah. So as part of the cultural meals that we have the first and second Tuesday of the month during our congregate dining cafe lunch, we're having a Diwali celebration October 7th from 11 to 2:30. So that is a really big celebration for Indian people of Indian descent. And there's going to be dancers and things like that in addition to the lunch.
What
So
time
that's-
again?
From 11 to 2:30.
October 7th.
Yep. And our cultural meals are going very well. We typically have, during the summer it slows down because a lot of folks go away in the summer. So it's been hovering at around 25, but we typically have up to 35, sometimes 40 attending the cultural meals. So,
Pretty good.
pretty good.
No, the food.
Mm.
Yes, the food's
Very
very
nice.
good.
Oh, the food is very good. Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
programs.
So the Interage Alliance, those are our student volunteers from grades 6 to 12. They meet at the senior center every Tuesday after school from 5 to 6. Right now they're working on a Hispanic Heritage Month display that we're going to have in the center to help with our multicultural goals. So we hope to continue that throughout the year. They're just starting with Hispanic Heritage Month since that starts on the 15th. That'll be up next Tuesday, ready to display. For Yahoo, Young Adults Helping Out Others, that's for our fall cleanup every Saturday in October and then 2 Saturdays in November. We have plenty of students that have signed up and are excited to go. We just don't have enough chaperones right now. We need a total of 8 chaperones. We have 3. We are looking for 5 more. If we don't get enough chaperones, we will unfortunately have to cancel the program, and we really don't want to do that. So we're asking the students to ask their parents and ask their parents to ask their friends if they know anybody who's willing to come out on a Saturday from 8 to 12 to chaperone the students.
What's the requirement for chaperones?
You just have to be over 21 and live in the town.
Do you need to provide transportation? Do you need
Yeah,
to put tools in a car?
Well, we only have the rakes, and we'll have 2 Yahoo managers who will help with the putting them in the car. You just have to fill out a query form and have transportation.
I mean, I have a small SUV car that, I have to put down the seats in order to get my golf clubs in. So is that an insufficient car?
Well, there'll be 2 chaperones per group, so you could have your tools in the car, and then the other car could have the students. That would work out.
Oh, okay.
So each group would be 3 to 6 students. So if you have the small car, we'd have your group with 3. The reason we need 2 chaperones is in case one student has to use the bathroom, then there's also another chaperone to stay with the kids who don't have to use the bathroom, and you can escort them to a bathroom at like Dunkin'
Do
Donuts.
the chaperones need to participate in the cleanup process?
No,
No?
no.
Supervise.
Do this.
Just
What-
cheer them on.
Where do you sign up?
I can send you the form.
All right.
I'll send you the form. Thank you.
Great.
Next, the Veterans Luncheon. We are doing our annual Veterans Luncheon. This year it'll be on November 3rd. We're getting a turkey dinner catered by Napoli. You can sign up now at the Senior Center. You just have to come in. You have to be over 6 years over and have proof of your veteran status, and you are allowed to sign up one more person because we don't want anybody to eat alone. And we have 60 spots available. So once the 60 spots are gone, then that's it. And we need 10 volunteers for that too. So I did put a sign-up sheet out for anybody who would like to volunteer for that.
And they get a free meal?
So
They will get a free meal, yes.
where will that be held? At the senior center?
At the Senior Center in the big room, AB.
Okay, so what the volunteers need to do? Just to distribute the food?
The food, yeah.
Oh, count.
And cleanup, I imagine.
Oh, no, no.
I think
I'll
last
sign up
year,
for
didn't
that.
we max out on the head count?
I wasn't here.
I don't recall. I think we typically do.
I think, yeah.
When is that?
I will,
November 3rd.
Send me a form for that, too.
Okay.
I will sign up for volunteer.
Thank you, guys.
I'm sorry, not volunteering, I'm out of the country.
Just have to come back.
I'll be on medical leave. Okay, gifts for seniors in December.
Gifts for seniors, we're gonna start collecting donations on October 1st. We'll accept anything that's from the dollar store that you think would be a good gift for a senior. The interage students will be putting together around 300 bags once we start collecting things, and then they can be given away to residents of the towers and other housing authorities.
How about some ideas?
So
Yes.
Puzzles?
puzzle,
Crosswords?
crosswords,
Sudoku, yeah.
Word games?
honestly, books. Somebody said that they would like, I don't know if you can find many books at the dollar store, but if you can, that'd be a good one too. Coloring books, colored pencils, stuff like that.
Coloring books?
Yeah. Adult coloring books.
Oh, coloring books are fun.
Yeah.
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 Speaking of books, I mean, is there a book exchange? Sometimes you have like these book exchange things. Is there a book exchange in the senior center?
We
Yeah,
have a
yes.
whole bookshelf.
There's
You
the
can take
books
them,
you
leave
can
them.
drop there.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there's a bookcase. The library has books for sale that, I don't know if they're as low as $1, but they're like
$1.
$2 or $3.
Yeah.
Are they $1?
The some are dollars.
Yeah,
and
so you
$2.
can could
I
look there.
donate books there when
Yeah.
they really look good.
Mhm.
But no textbooks. They don't.
They don't want
textbooks.
textbooks. And my household is textbook galore, so,
That's,
yeah.
Is
that's
there a
what I
special
have.
room in the library for that?
Oh, God.
They do.
It's right when you walk in.
Yeah.
You're looking at the,
No, the book, I mean, the books to buy,
Yeah.
it's a lower level, I think.
It's a
No,
whole
no,
little
it's on the
bookstore.
It's a
front.
whole section.
It's back
No,
to
it's,
children.
well, I think lower level is for kids.
No,
But
there's
there's
a
a
There-
whole-
section
There's a
there.
whole shelf
There's a whole
right in
section there.
front when you go.
when you
the main
walk in.
floor.
Maybe they moved it from when
Well,
I
A
did
few
it.
months ago when we were there was like a little store
Okay,
Yeah.
downstairs to the
It's-
back where the
Yeah, it's
children's
downstairs,
section
that's
is,
what it is.
where they
Yeah,
had
it was
used books.
downstairs.
Well, they do have, I was
Huge
in a few
section.
days ago, and my wife bought a
In
book in
front.
there, and it
Yes.
was in
Right,
front,
yeah.
on the main level, but
Oh, okay.
you're right there.
There's a big-
Something's going on
Yeah,
downstairs.
there's a big section downstairs.
Okay,
For $1, I mean, it's nothing.
yeah. All right, transportation.
So Cynthia Willis, the transportation coordinator, applied for and was awarded a $25,000 grant from the MCOA.
Nice.
And what that will allow us to do, starting this month, starting right now, is get people to and from doctor's appointments after senior center hours. And so all they have to do is contact Cynthia directly, and then she'll schedule them with either Yellow Cab, Your Ride Inc., or Safeway Luxury Transportation. And they'll get that ride completely free. Then what will happen is one of them will invoice us, we'll pay them, and then MCOA will reimburse us for it.
And what's the limit on the hours? I mean, it said after hours,
Yeah.
so is it like, not past 10 o'clock, not past 9 o'clock?
I'm honestly not sure about that. I can
Yeah.
get back to you on that.
Well, I'm just bringing it up for general information.
Yeah. Okay.
And isn't it true that it also can be during hours for services that we don't typically do on the van? Like if somebody needs extra help getting to a medical appointment, like, do you know?
I think for Safeway, they were talking about that. I
Yeah.
don't remember the outcome of it,
Mm,
but that's something I can.
Yeah, because Safeway, we had a grant with them before, and what they typically do for people who need extra help getting in and out of the house, locking the door, that sort of thing, they're able to provide that service. So that would be great if we were able to have that.
So is that a new grant? We've never received that before?
We received it before.
We received a grant before, but it was through a different grant opportunity, and that organization no longer exists.
New van driver, George Campbell.
George Campbell just recently was added to our lovely staff. He's now with Pat Babin, the other van driver. Pat and George are in charge of our fun trips that we do daily. And yeah, we're excited to have him. And
So is that the driver training that they go through, that he goes through? Is there other driver training for them?
he went through driver training, he went through a whole drug test, and then he spent a whole 2 weeks training with Pat as well. So,
Okay.
and then he was able to get to know our usual riders. and how-
He's a former police officer too, right?
Oh, with Pat as well?
Yeah.
Good.
Nice.
All right, nutrition. You already kind of
Talked
touched
about
on
it.
the food pantry update.
Yep, we did, yeah.
And the Tuesday night dinner.
Mhm.
All right then, new business, old business?
Will everybody be here next month?
I am gonna be in Israel, so. Oh, wait a minute, October? No, I'll be here in October.
October 8.
I will be here. I'm
Okay.
leaving afterwards.
Let me check my calendar. I think.
I won't
can
be here
make
in
it.
November. I can zoom in.
There you go.
I think the Shine people are gonna miss you.
Yeah, Nancy's doing double.
Oh, is she? Oh, boy.
And then when I come, I do, so.
Okay.
We divide it.
I think I can make it.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're doing October 8th? Yeah, it's on my
October 8th.
calendar already, yeah.
All right. Anything else? Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
Appreciate all everyone does.
Motion
The
to
staff, of
adjourn.
course.
A second. Adjourn.
All in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Great.